there, my favorite people. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I have my luxury makeup collection to share with you today. There's maybe 10 products or so. I think buying makeup at all is a luxury. I think being able to buy more than one foundation, what a luxury in life, right? Being able to in the morning be like, I have too many palettes, I don't know which one to wear. What a luxury. I think buying anything you don't need, that's a luxury. But these are products that are usually, you know, talked about as luxury, and I thought I would share the ones that I bought and why I bought them, if I regret it, how good they are, all that kind of stuff. So let's get started with Tom Ford. This is an eyeshadow quad. I bought this, I don't know, a year ago or so. It looks like this. Let me take this little plastic thing out. It comes with two like little brushes with the little plastic cover protecting the shadows. And the compact is really, really beautiful and nice. These are the shades you get right here. I think this is overpriced for what it is. I do think that the glitters in here are very beautiful, but you don't need two glitters that do literally the same thing in a 4-shadow quad. The shades are really nice. They blend really nice. Don't mind the eyeliner swatch right there. It won't wash off. This eyeliner was called semi-permanent, and yeah, it's still there. So those are the two non-shimmer shadows, and then the two, non-glitter. So the glitter, you're not even going to be able to see the swatches, I don't think. Can you even see I did that swatch right there? These are, and there's one right there, but that's not that. Cut myself at work yesterday. That right there. Can you even see those glitters? These are glitters that you put on top of other shades, or you wear them on your own. Like there's, oh, there they go. You can kind of see them. They make your eyes look like they're wet. They look amazing and glossy and beautiful. And I love these glitters. Like they're so nice and beautiful. But on the eyes, they look identical, even though in the pan, it looks like there's two different shades. But, you know, the quality is good. One too many glitters. I don't know if do I regret buying it? I wouldn't buy another one. I'll tell you that much. It's not terrible, but a little definitely overpriced for what it is. The other Tom Ford item I have is a bronzer, and it's just called bronzing powder. It's the shade Terra. They have one this size, and they have one like big monster size. And this is just beautiful. Like the way it's presented, the compact, like it's just a beautiful little case. You pop it open, you have a nice mirror there, and then you have your bronzing powder here. I freaking love this bronzer. Like this is a shade that you put on that becomes your skin. It makes it look like it's your skin, not that you have bronzer on. It's just the nicest shade. I'm sure actually I don't know. Are there other shades of this? Well, it says number 2, so I'm guessing there are other shades. I hope there's deeper shades and lighter shades. I hope everyone could try this out if you want to, if you're in the market for it. But it's beautiful. Like it goes into your skin. It becomes one with your skin. It makes it look natural. This isn't a bronzer you're going to put on to like do a super dramatic look. This is definitely like a makeup artist bronzer. It's beautiful. I don't regret buying it for a second. I love it so much. And as often as I use it, I haven't even really worn down the imprint on there. This is gorgeous. Packaging amazing. I would buy this again if I ran out in a heartbeat. I really like it. Let's move on to Charlotte Tilbury. I have the Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher in the shade Love Glow. I love her packaging. I love how she keeps everything kind of cohesive, and it's beautiful. And this is the way this blush looks. This is one I have used a lot. I bought this at least 2 years ago, and I just don't love it. I think that it looks streaky. Every time I use it, it just looks blotchy. And I remember one time specifically telling my boyfriend, I was like, do you see that blotch on my face? Like I had the blush on, and there was like one spot where there was zero blush, and then there was another spot where there was like a really intense streak, and he was trying to act like he couldn't see it, and he's like, okay, I see it, because he's trying to, you know, make me feel like I don't have streaky face. But it's a very beautiful shade, but maybe I'm just using the wrong brush. I don't know. I've tried this a lot over the 2 years I've had it, but I don't know. There's another shade I think is really beautiful looking that I would love to buy. I think it's called Love is the Drug. And yeah, but this one, it's streaky, and I can never really get it to work for me, so I don't know. Not my favorite. The other Charlotte Tilbury thing I have is the Filmstar Bronze and Glow Fair Medium. This is beautiful. Look at this. Oh, the eyeshadow palette she came out with recently has the same style of packaging, except this one feels like it's metal, or at least really thick plastic. Like it feels nice. And the palette that she has is like the lightest, like weird. I don't know. That's not what we're talking about. Anyway, it comes with a bronzer, contour shade, and a highlighter. This is also one of those things that, kind of like that Tom Ford one, that's going to have a natural look on your face. It's not going to be over the top style, and I love it. This is really, really beautiful. The highlight I don't use too often because, I don't know, sometimes I want a more intense highlight, but when I'm on a real natural kind of kick, I will use that one. This is such a great shade. I really, really love this here. Kind of like that Tom Ford one where it becomes one with your skin. I love it. I don't regret buying it. I know she recently came out with the Blush and Glow. Instead of the bronzer, it has a blush. I want one so bad. Do I need it? Not in a million years, but I just want one. And then the last byterry. The last Charlotte Tilbury item we have here is one of the Instant Look in a Palette big old compacts. I've always wanted one of these, but none of them really appealed to me. The shades always looked kind of really light or like stuff I already had. And anyway, this is how it looks. This was the most recent one she came out with, and I thought the shades were more my style. A lot more pigment anyway. This is the one that's made, I think, for deeper skin tones. Because it has two of the Filmstar Bronze and Glow, the highlight and the bronzer, but it's a lot deeper of a shade. And then this one right here is supposed to be a blush as well, so that just kind of makes me feel like it's probably for deeper skin tones. But I use that as eyeshadow. Obviously, those as eyeshadow. I've taken this to work before. Like, I've left the house with no makeup on. I took this and some eyebrows, and I was good to go, and I loved it. I like all these products. They all go on well. They all blend well. I don't regret buying it. I probably wouldn't buy another one because these are kind of shades that I feel you probably have in your makeup stash somewhere. But I always wanted one. I'm not disappointed by it, and I love it. Love that thing. And then speaking of byterry, when we're speaking of byterry, I just happened to mention it. I have one. I want all of these. I don't need them. I don't need them at all. But look how gorgeous this is. It's called Sun Designer Palette. This is number 2, Light and Tan Vibes. And I got this on Beautylish. I also got all this other stuff on Beautylish as well. I bought this about, I don't know, a year. No, it has to be at least 2 years ago now. Maybe even more. This is so gorgeous. Like, this is one of those things I don't want to use because I'll use it up and it'll be gone. I just love it. The shades on this side are all shimmer. These two are matte, except that one has a little bit of glitter in it. This I kind of use I just get my blush brush and I just do this, and whatever I get on it, that's what I use as blush. This is so beautiful as bronzer. I love this. I've used it as eyeshadow before. I use one of these as highlight. Like, I absolutely love this thing. These powders are so beautiful and luxurious. I love them. I don't regret buying this for a second, and I want all of them. I look at Beautylish all the time, and I put stuff in my basket, and then I'm like, no, don't do it. You don't need it. But I'm really happy with this one. Don't regret buying it. The other thing I got from byterry, though, it's this little bronzer. Like, look how this little pebble is like a little, I don't want to show you the reflection of my mess back there, but it's a little compact. It looks like a little stone you'd want to like skip in the lake, right? I don't know, what an expensive skipping stone, but that's kind of what I feel like it is. It's teeny tiny. Like, look at my hand and look at this powder, and it bugs me all the time because the pan isn't exactly like straight in there. Does that just bug you? Let's stare at it for a second. Don't like it. Anyway, it is a highlight and bronzer contour shade on one side, and then obviously the highlight on the other side. It has a really beautiful imprint on there, and this is very luxurious feeling. When I bought it, I was not expecting it to be so teeny tiny. It came with one of those cheapy brushes that they kind of sit on top that you're supposed to put this on with. Not good. Benefit puts one of those brushes in all their box powders, and that brush actually does something. It works for what it is, and I like it. It goes well with the powders. The one that came in here was like, for how much I paid for this, you could have gave me a real brush. But anyway, this is very beautiful. It's very, very nice. I don't usually use them separate. I do the same thing like I do for that blush one. I kind of just dip the brush. Take a breath. I kind of just dip the brush in here like this, and, you know, the highlight shade kind of gets in there a little bit with the bronzer, but I think it kind of tones down the color a little bit and makes it a little easier to blend. It doesn't blend hard at all, by the way. It's beautiful. But for how teeny tiny the pan was and for how expensive it was, I don't use it enough, and I just, not worth the money. Yeah, no. This one, definitely worth the money. This one, it was fun to try it and have it, but it's not one I really reach for all the time. And then the last, oh no, not the last thing. Well, one of the last things. This is so gorgeous. Oh my god, don't be mad when I describe to you what it is. Don't be mad. but it's from Guerlain. Guerlain? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Look how beautiful this little compact is. Oh my god, I love it. I put on so much eyeliner today, like my eyes look like they're closed, like they're really heavy. But I swear I'm wide awake. Anyway, you open it up and you have this nice big old mirror on the top. And then you have this, it has this fragrance that's just beautiful. And I hate fragrance in makeup for the most part, but this is one of those ones that's just like, just nice and floral, but not dated, not that old dated kind of floral. It's beautiful, beautiful. But you get 5 eyeshadows that I've obviously never used. I cannot bring myself to use this. I don't know why. I'm just like, don't use it. You're going to mess it up. I don't know what it is. Anyway, then you open up the bottom part. And then, oh my god, I swear it's not this hard to open. You have these blushes down here. Oh, the scent is so gorgeous. Like, I want a lotion that smells like that. It's so beautiful, and it doesn't irritate my, like, eyes or nose. Normally, when I smell a smell that I know is going to give me a headache, I notice it immediately, and this is just gorgeous. But anyway, you get the blushes here on the bottom that I've also never used. I can't bring myself to use this. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't regret buying it for a second. It's very expensive, just little vanity piece there, but I love it, and I love opening it, and I look at it all the time, and one day I will use this little bad boy, but right now I can't bring myself to do it. Do you guys have anything like that in your collection that you can't use? That you're like, I don't want to use it because I'll run out of it and I can't buy it again. Or is that just me? Anyway, I don't regret buying it for a second. And then as I was saying at the beginning of the video, buying makeup is a luxury at all. And I think that having this perfume here and having those blushes over there, like that's just a luxury. And I don't take any of this for granted. I'm happy that I'm able to buy this stuff and worry every day like, oh, I'm not going to use that palette. I'm running out of other things. And just being able to buy stuff is just fun. So anyway, 2 of the other items here, I know everyone has their own idea of what luxury is. And you might think Too Faced is luxury. I might think that, you know, byterry is luxury. But I think this brand, for the price and what it is luxurious. And it's Viseart. I have 2 of these palettes. I have one that is the Sultry Muse, and then I have the Neutral Matte palette. I love these. They're 12 shades, and they're $80 each, and I think that's very luxurious of a price for what they are. I don't regret buying this one at all. It's so gorgeous. I use at least one of these shades every single day. I just love it. I never thought I would like matte shadows until I got this palette, and now I like really love mattes, and I want to try different mattes, but every other matte formula I've tried, I compare to this. This is just gold standard. It's beautiful. It blends well. No issue with this whatsoever. And then the other one, the Sultry Muse, is all shimmers. This one's beautiful as well. There's 2 shades in here. That one right there, and what was the other one that I didn't think was that good? Maybe it was just that one. But that white one right there I find a little chunky, like with the glitter. But all the rest of them I think are great, great shimmers. I don't think it's really difficult for brands to make shimmers, though. I think mattes are way more difficult. Well, what I've heard. And for what I've tried, I find shimmers and stuff like that to be a little, like any brand kind of makes a good one. So this, I don't know. I really shouldn't have bought it, but I just wanted to try out their shimmers, and I think they're really, really good. But it's not a necessity. If you're on the market for a great matte palette, though, this one's the way to go. Anyway, that's it. That's my luxury makeup collection. Most of it was worth it. Some of it whatever. But if you have any, you know, luxurious products you want to share with me, I would love to know what they are. Thank you so much for watching. See you in another video. Goodbye.